Hello YouTube, it's me again. And this video is going to cover aspects of the relationship between men and women. Traditional relationships juxtaposed against modern relationships and expectations. The modern female has been indoctrinated with girl power, independence, a little bit to sometimes an extreme amount of hatred towards men. They've been taught that men have been their oppressors, which is a ridiculous notion because men categorically don't control anything. They barely control their own lives. They go to jobs. They are responsible to other people. They have personal obligations which they have responsibilities towards. They don't have the spare time or the financial wherewithal. They don't have the social apparatus to oppress anyone. There are elites that are responsible for oppressing all of us. The unfortunate thing, though, is that women attribute that oppression to men, and they behave with a certain amount of indignation and entitlement, which has caused alienation with men. The modern man has been brought up to view women as completely independent yet completely dependent upon them. What I mean by that is that a woman is their equal, is what they're told. Yet they are also indoctrinated that they must protect her. So they step in and they step on the toes of men in order to provide this protection. It is a contradictory behavior, but it's one that we all see all the time. If a man and a woman, be they boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, and wife, get into an argument, a knee-jerk reaction from men around is to protect the woman. It's really none of their business, particularly if we accept the fact that she's his equal. They should be able to get into a disagreement, and the man should be able to express himself without any external restraint being placed upon him. But that's not the life we live. In the world we live in, other men and women impose themselves in situations that's really none of their business. Okay? What's happening is many men, after having gone through this numerous times, have learned that they cannot have a trusting relationship with a woman. That at any moment in time, if they have any type of disagreement or conflict, she, to gain temporary advantage, may betray whatever trust he felt existed between the two of them. She may allow his friends, family, co-workers, or simply passerbys to inject themselves to restrain him and give her the advantage in an argument or possibly an altercation that she may have started. What this has done is it has hardened many men to women. Now, the timing of this is pretty amazing because we are on the verge of an economic collapse. The dollar is already collapsed. However, the reaction to that collapse has not taken place yet. It's been delayed. Governments around the world are delaying the reaction so that they can put in place all of the strategies that they have for maintaining social order. When they officially declare that the dollar has collapsed, chaos and pandemonium will break out worldwide. And the reason I mention this is that women are going to find themselves heavily exposed when this time comes. They are going to be dependent upon men, but they're not going to have the trust of men. Men have seen hypergamy at work. Men have seen female supremacy at work. If a man finds himself in the company of 2, 3, or 4 women and a disproportionately fewer number of men, he is not going to find himself feeling comfortable. He's going to believe that if he finds food, water, shelter, if it's necessary, that the women may team together once he's done his job and kill him. You say that's extreme. Where do you get this from? Hell, it's on Survivor. It happens on every season of Survivor. Whenever the women end up out of food, no shelter, they reorganize the teams and they bring in men. The men rebuild things, find food, bring in shelter. When the women feel secure, what do? They vote the man off the island. Okay? Guys know this. They know you're going to vote him off the island. Okay? They're not falling for it anymore. Your pretty faces and bright teeth and all that good stuff, that's for suckers. Guys know you mean them no good. That you will do harm to them because you do not value their lives. You do not value them, and they are learning not to value you. It's a very, very deep instinct with men to put female life on a pedestal. But men are realizing that that gains them absolutely nothing. It puts their life at risk. And they've reflected on what kind of person would sacrifice them after they have gone through a series of heroics to save you, to improve your state. What kind of person would then turn on that person to gain temporary advantage? They've thought about that, and they've concluded a piece of shit would do that. And that's what they see you as at this moment in time, as a piece of shit, as a person devoid of morals, no ethics, with no appreciation for man. And they are no longer willing to sacrifice for you. Yes, there are a few dummies out there who haven't received the memo who will do these things. But there are very good chances that when you're out and about trying to survive after the collapse, that you will pull your shenanigans and you will find hostility instead of receptivity to what you're proposing with a guy. A guy will see you as a conniving, manipulative piece of shit. And in extreme times where law and order breaks down, he may decide to just put a bullet in between your ears. He may not. He may rape you. Or he may just send you on your way. I'm not saying that any of those actions are necessarily the proper actions. But remember, when the dollar collapsed, when the shit hits the fan, people aren't going to behave in a cordial and calm and normal manner. They're going to do things in extreme ways. And when they see people behaving in with mannerisms that they don't trust, they're going to react proactively. They're not going to wait to see what harm you do them. They're going to do harm to you first and count themselves lucky. Think about it. It's time for you females out there to repent, change your behavior, join reality, or you're going to suffer the consequences. I'm out.